So in today's lecture, our topic is structure of insect antennae and its modifications, and later on we'll see or discuss on these insect legs, same like types of legs and its different modification. So is it possible to view this all the slide? Is it visible?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
Okay, so now start. So first of all, you know well in the last lecture we learned the insect head. On insect head, there is one important organ that having the function of this sensory in function. So why it's a sensory in function? Because it's have the several function like to feel, to find its way, even also those serve as a sense organ for responding touch, smell, odor, humidity. It means other environmental factor those on act on. So like as well as air currents and wind speed. So these all are these insect antennae are to detect easily. And on the basis of this various function, insect easily can that to act its behavior like to act as a normal behavior, even also to find various or we can do various activity. So first of all, so student, this insect antennae, it's not present in all insect. Those are the true insect that having the pair of antennae. But some of this insect, like one example that known as that known as the Prochura. What is mean by Prochura? Yes, anyone? What is mean by Prochura? Dear all, let's try to give answer. What is mean by Prochura? Proturan. Yes. No. It is a one of order that we learned in Apterygote insect. Apterygote order.
wingless insects.
Wingless order or wingless insect. Okay, so in this insect the antenna are absent, which protuberance. In protuberance only one of this insect there is the absent of antennae. Always remember, this is very important for your examination point of view. Okay, so what is antenna? It is a one pair of insect antenna that which is located on insect head and which is highly mobile. Even also it is segmented. Look at this picture. It is the segmented. This is one, then second, then remaining. Isn't it? This all are segmented. Okay. Antennae is located or which is present on that where the single marginal pocket, point that is called as the antennal socket here. This antennal socket that inside on head region there is one like a point. This is a single marginal point. We can say the antennae that is called as, which is characteristically contains a one articular point or single marginal point, which is known as antennifer, which is known as antennifer. And here it is set in or that means it is a actually that articulated inside the groove, or where is the like on head region there is a presence of that antennal socket. So student, this is not important, but for regarding for knowledge point of view, on head there is the presence of one antennal socket and which is located on cranial part on head region, and here that the presence of articular point, and that is articular point called as antennifer. And here actually this antennal socket where that present, and from this antennal socket, they actually this antennae is arise or antennae were formed. So antenna is surrounded by many scleroid, and this scleroid known as a annular scleroid, and these antennae are vary in shape. I'm giving introduction about this antennae. Okay, so this antennae vary in shape. No, all insect have not possible to same size, shape, isn't it? In different insect, there is a variation, isn't it? And that's why it's a modified. These antennae are modified accordingly the insect wise. So this antennae is well developed in adult, first of all, not in immature stages, which is where that poorly developed. Okay, so when it is in young one stage of any insect, so there is not possible to complete whole antenna where developed. So they are very poorly developed. That means the reducing nature somewhere also, isn't it? So this is all. So antenna are which is consist of that three division, and this three division known as firstly first three division, that is a scape, second one pedicel, and remaining all these are flagellum. These are the three major part, or that having the three major parts of antennae, which can differentiate it, or which can composed of, or which is consist of anyone. Okay, so this is all that about the insect antenna. So here the basal part of this scape, and this scape is known as where that antennal scleroid, where that the appendages, that means the where that the appendages, that is called as the antennae third, or we can say that is the antennary segment where that antenna are present, isn't it? This is overall this introductory part. So now for the what is the typical antennae parts, what is meant by scape, pedicel, and flagellum, isn't it? So firstly, this scape means what? This scape means what? Actually, this scape is a first part of insect antenna, or basal part of insect antenna, or proximal segment of insect antenna. Which is the first part? Scape. Always remember, this is the first part, basal part, or proximal part of insect antenna. Okay, and which is articulated where it's a joint, where that point where that to arise. Okay, so which is articulated within a antennal pit, within a antennal pit, where that antennal pit, that means here inside this antennal socket, on cranial part of where that the antennal scleroid were located on cranium inside the head region. So that is called as the antennal pit. Okay, of cephalic segment of antenna, of cephalic segment of second cephalic segment of antenna, and second cephalic segment of antenna is a antennary segment, antennary cephalic segment, isn't it? So that is the scape. Scape is a first or proximal part of insect antenna, and which is articulated within a antennal pit of second cephalic segment of insect head. Here scape is complete. Understand? Understood or not? Scape means what? We are all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Scape is
Sir,
a first
repeat it
part
once
of
again,
insect
sir.
antenna, isn't it? Now, the second segment of pedicel, second segment or second part of this insect antenna, this is one. Second segment, that is called as the pedicel. It is a second segment, and which is immediately lies, or which is immediately comes or followed by follows the scape, isn't it? This is the second part, and which having the specialized sensory organ. This pedicel have the special function of, remember all, इसके बारे में कुछ स्पेशल है बिकॉज ऑफ ऑन दैट पेडिसेल देयर इज अ प्रेजेंस ऑफ वन सेंसरी ऑर्गन नोन एज जॉन्स्टन्स ऑर्गन. जॉन्स्टन्स, JOHN, Johnstone, STON, Johnston's organ, which is located or situated in this second segment of pedicel. In exam, will ask the Johnston's organ, the sensory organ that known as Johnston organ, which is located at in the blanks on the segment of antenna. So which segment? Pedicel, isn't it? This pedicel is very important, and with insect perceive the sound through this Johnston's organ, isn't it? Somewhere in this mosquito that having the special function for the communication, even for the detection of vibration also. That's where the Johnston's organ act in insect having the different sensory function. Understood this pedicel? Yes? Pedicel, understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's see in detail about this third part of flagellum. This is one the flagellum. It is also called as flagellomeres, also called as clavella. This is having the three names, but always remember it is a flagellum. This is the third and last segment of insect antenna that called as flagellum. That means it is also the vary in shape, and there is also the numbering of segment also varies depending on this different insect. It is not a single segmented, only one of insect, only one antenna that having the single, but many of these insect having the segmentation here like that, which is vary in shape, and also the size of that means the different segments also. That means of all remaining segments with variable number or called as flagellum. Okay, this all variable number of segment that's called as segment, and that is also called as flagellum. The basal segment of flagellum, the basal segment of flagellum, which is called as meristone. Meristone, basal segment of flagellum. This is the first that basal segment of flagellum, that is the meristone, and which is further when divided into ring joint, funicle, and club, remaining like called as a ring joint, then funicle, and lastly club terminal tip. In case of this honeybees, I'm not talking that other, I'm talking about this only honeybees, our sweet honeybees. There is the flagellum have this further divided into ring joint, then funicle, and club shape, that means the terminal tip in case of honeybees. These are these about the structure of insect antennae of the scape, pedicel, and flagellum. So student in exam that ask, draw a neat well level diagram of insect antenna and describe its typical antennae parts. Okay, so like that the question will ask. So always remember this is the complete figure of insect antenna. Okay, now let's see in detail about this. What is the function of insect antenna? Though already that one function I said that it is to for the sensory function for the field. You want also to find its way path. Even also it is served as a sense organ for different responding like touch, smell, even odor, different environmental factor detection point of view, humidity, temperature, as well as a wind current, that is called as a wind speed. Okay, even also the insect have the special function like to detect immediately danger. Even also to that where helpful this organ is a Johnston's organ for detection of danger. Even also it's to find food for on the basis of olfaction like smell. Olfaction means smell, tactile means touch, and gustatory means taste. Okay, so here the antenna act as a to find food on the basis of smell. Okay, and then finally recognize their food. Example like honeybee, even ant also. Even also it to finds the opposite sex for its same species of different antenna, different insect, to smell, to even also act as a perceive the sound because of there is a parodontal organ in case of male mosquito. Okay, so like paper was also to even also that antenna or cloth where that having the hairs, that is cloth means that having the number of hairs, and to facilitate the like insect information of like a funnel, that water beetle, okay, for the swimming purpose somewhere, and test hairs also. So even also, so it is helpful for the reproduction, so for this insect antenna. So having this several function by this insect antenna. So now let's see which are these different types of antennae. So this is overall the structure that we learned in case of this insect antenna. Now in insect antenna having different types of, and its different shape, even also different modification in antennae. Okay, so which are these different modification? So let's see. First type, first one, filiform. It's a meaning about thread-like antennae. Filiform, thread-like antennae. So example of this filiform is a grasshopper. This is one grasshopper. Here I am picture also that mentioned on slide. So try to understand this insect antenna. This is one first picture, grasshopper. This is the grasshopper. In grasshopper, the type of antenna is filiform. How? Because this one antenna. This one. Wait, I'm showing you this one. This is the part antennae which is located on antennal feet on antennal that point that is in head region. Okay, so this all segment of antenna, all segment from base to apex, this is okay, are equal thickness. So everyone know about the thread, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
थ्रेड पता आहे आपको, त्याला आपण धागा म्हणतो. तुम्ही त्या धाग्यामध्ये कुठेतरी मध्येच कुठेतरी थिकनेस जाणवलं का? मध्येच कुठेतरी काहीतरी वेगळं काही प्रकार दाखव तुम्ही बघितला का धाग्यामध्ये?
No, sir.
So these all segments of this antennae of grasshopper are same size, equal thickness usually, and the shape of this antenna of each segment, इसका जो भी segment है, scape, then pedicel and flagellum, all are cylindrical in shape. इसका जो shape का size है, जो भी उसका cylindrical in shape है, and there is the no prominent construction in between any joint. Okay, in simple way, you just remember this filiform type of antenna in case of grasshopper, that all segments are equal in size, and the shape of this antenna are this cylindrical, and this from the base to apex are same equal size in case of grasshopper, because there is the no prominent construction of any joint in case of filiform type of antenna. This is on the first modification, and we can say thread like. In exam, maybe match the pair, maybe objective in case of our final practical examination. Because already I cleared you, this our topic is same in theory and practical. In exam, that during the spotting, so I am showing you that maybe that specimen, that grasshopper. So I will ask in exam, what is the type of antenna? So never write cetaceous, never write aristate like that. So always remember it's a filiform. Otherwise, you just to observe also net, or if you are in the like in your village, so if you got this specimen, you just to try to observe this antennae. So really this filiform or thread, isn't it? So this is for the observation point of view to study this the antennae of insect. So now the second one, cetaceous. Second type is a cetaceous. Ceta means hair or weave or bristle. Ceta means hair like or bristle like. So everyone know about our human hair, really from base to apex it's the same size. Yeah, yes, सबको मालूम है जो वीप, वीप मीन्स व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ वीप, लाइक वीप, लगाम, चाबुक, चाबुक माहिती आहे?
Yes, sir.
ओके, चाबुक हा फ्रॉम बेस टू अपेक्स सेम असतो.
No, sir.
ओके, विच पार्ट इज लार्जर?
Base part.
Base part. Okay, very good. Now everyone know about this cockroach.
Yes, sir.
In your house, if you found this cockroach, just to focus on this antennae, त्याच्या मिशाकडे बघायचं, बघायचं नाही, त्याला हात लावायचा, पकडायचं. After catching, hold this antennae properly and try to get observation and to that just to focus on its base. इसका जो base है, it is a larger, that means the very thicker than other segment. इसका जो base है, basal is very larger than other segment and slightly decreases the size of remaining segment and which is pointed towards at the apex. इसका point है, उसका size पूरी तरह से कम होते जाएगा. That is called as the cetaceous. That is called as the weep-like or hair-like, bristle-like, known as cetaceous type of antenna, which is present in cockroach, dragonfly. Okay, this is the second type of insect antennae. Now, moniliform. So, moniliform type of antennae that present in insect is termites. It's a termites. त्याला आपण वाळवी म्हणतो. ओके, आता तुम्ही म्हणाल वाळवी मध्ये टाइप्स ऑफ एंटीना कसा आहे? मोनोलिफॉर्म. व्हाय दिस ऑल इन्सेक्ट एंटीनी, हे बघा, जस्ट टू फोकस ऑन दिस, वेअर दॅट माय पॉइंटर हियर, दिस पोर्शन. This portion, okay, this is one. This portion is like a bedded, means what? This all segments are globular. All segments are globular. Look, I am that showing you like globular. इस प्रकार उसका globular shape बन जाता है. It's not possible to draw, but I am trying like that. इस प्रकार इसका एंटीना का टाइप हो जाता है. That is called as the globular shape. Globular shape of this antenna in case of moniliform. It means what? The bedded. It is having the defined, which is having the defined constriction in between the antenna. यहाँ पे जो in between जो antenna है, इसके बाद इस केस में prominent constriction है. It means it's form a globe shape, isn't it? And that having that called as a bed. That is called as the bedded. Okay, and which called as this moniliform type of antenna. Okay, called as moniliform antenna, and which is present in termites, which is present in this one, termites. Okay, so this is the third part of insect antennae. Okay, now next one, pectinate. Pectinate means what? Where comb like, that is a comb like. Everyone know about the comb? घरी कंगवा है ना? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is called as a pectinate. Always remember, pectinate means comb like. So here the bipectinate and unipectinate, single comb like and double comb like. Single comb like means pectinate, known as unipectinate in case of the female mulberry silk moth. Female mulberry silk moth, we are present that unipectinate type of antennae. This is one. unipectinate type of antenna, that is called as unipectinate. Now backpectinate means what? This unipectinate and this bipectinate means what? Where that long slender lateral processes, where long slender lateral processes that on the one side of antenna, जिस एंटीना पे एक साइड में जैसे कोम लाइक अपीयरेंस है, कोम लाइक स्ट्रक्चर है, okay, that is called as a uni. And bipectinate means what? Those insects that having means the male mulberry silk moth. So the segments with long slender lateral processes on both sides, okay, double pectinate, known as bipectinate insect, bipectinate antenna, and which is present on male mulberry silk moth and it's a different moth like a fruit sucking moth. Here I am showing you fruit sucking moth, this one, or mulberry silk moth. So always remember uni means female mulberry and bipectinate means, so always remember male mulberry silk moth because having the insect antenna on both the sides, there is the lateral comb like structure, comb like processes. आपल्या घरी जो कंगवा असतो, एक वन साइड असलेला कंगवा आणि डबल साइड असलेला कंगवा जो म्हणतो आपण, त्या अनुषंगाने तुम्ही जस्ट टू रिमेंबर दिस ऑल. दिस इज द फिफ्थ वन. नाउ नेक्स्ट वन, सिरेट टाइप. सिरेट मीन्स सॉ लाइक. तुम्हाला माहिती आहे, एव्हरीवन नो अबाउट वेअर दॅट द वूड कटर, दॅट्स वी कॅन से दी सॉमिल. येस ऑर नो? बघितलं कातर माहिती आहे तुम्हाला?
Yes, sir.
So that means the example of insect type of antenna is a civet, that is known as saw-like. Example is mango stem borer. Look at this. This is the saw-like appearance. Okay, baga, I am showing you. This is a saw-like appearance on one side on each part of insect antenna of mango stem borer. This is the mango stem borer. And where this presence of serrate type of antenna, that is a saw teeth, you can say in simple way, saw teeth like segments and having the short triangular projection. Triangular as एक आकार असतो, projection असतो on one side of antenna and which is look like a teeth of saw. Teeth of saw, जसे आपली कातर असते त्यानुसार त्या इंसेक्टच्या एंटिनाला म्हणतात सिरेट टाइप ऑफ एंटिना. वी कॅन से सिरेट टाइप ऑफ एंटिना ऑन इंसेक्ट एंटिना हैविंग द वन साइड सॉ लाइक ट्रायंगुलर प्रोजेक्शन. सॉ लाइक ट्रायंगुलर प्रोजेक्शन इस प्रकार इस यहाँ पे रहता है, सॉ लाइक एंटिना पे. समवेयर कोम लाइक, समवेयर टिप लाइक सेटा, somewhere thickness is same, equal, isn't it? All insects have same modification? No, all insects have different modification of antenna. जैसे ह्यूमन बीइंग में हर प्रकार सेम नहीं होता, सेम इंसेक्ट में हर एक पार्ट सेम नहीं होता है. देयर इज द सम वेरिएशन, मॉडिफिकेशन एंड डिफरेंट साइज एंड शेप आल्सो, इवन आल्सो एंटेना, बिकॉज we took only one example, one appendages, isn't it? That is the antenna. Now clavet. Clavet means what? Clubbed shape. Clubbed shape. That is example of butterfly. Example of clavet antenna present in the butterflies. Because of segments are same from base, then pedicel, scape, pedicel, and then after that suddenly it is a broader towards the tip. देखो यहाँ पे क्या होता है, इंसेक्ट एंटीना सेम होता है, देन सडनली दिस ब्रॉडर टिप एनलार्ज इन साइज, इस प्रकार क्लब शेप होता है. जस्ट टू टेक ऑब्जर्वेशन व्हेन यू कॅच दिस बटरफ्लाय. तुम्ही बटरफ्लाय पकडा आणि बटरफ्लाय पकडल्यानंतर एंटीनाला ऑब्झर्वेशन घ्या. इझिली यू गॉट देयर इज अ क्लब्ड शेप that known as clavet antenna and which is present on butterflies. Okay, understood? This is clavet. Now capitate. Everyone know that cap, and in cap there is the one knob that present on cap, isn't it? So which is present in beetle. In case of this beetle, this all that insect having the same and sorry this insect antenna which is that larger and which forming a cap which that is called as a club and with the knob that having the knob इस प्रकार knob रहता है that is example of beetle that is enlargement of segment towards tip and which is a more greater than club. Okay, which is example of that is a blister beetle, red flower beetle that observed in our storage grain, and blister beetle were observed in inflorescences of tur in bhindi that we have this blister beetle we can see. Okay, this is not a blister beetle जो आपको मैंने दिखाया blister beetle नहीं है, एक एग्जांपल है जो बीटल्स का so that presence in capitate isn't it, never confuse in clavate and capitate. Clubbed means clavate, that is there is the enlargement of suddenly on tip of butterfly, and here in beetle enlargement of segment of insect antenna with club that having the club and with the knob last में यहाँ पे knob formation होता है that is called as a club, that is known as capitate. Now geniculate that is called as elbow shape, elbow shape. Okay, geniculate type of antenna which is present in our sweet honeybees, wasp that having the geniculate type of antenna, even ants also. Okay, how the basal segment is elongated, okay, that is scape, and from the pedicel forms a which is important one and which is the blend and to form elbow joint like the elbow shape from pedicel which is the blend and to form remaining the arm like structure that called as the flagellum from just pedicel and from the flagellum which is bent and which is form a arm like structure. In next slide I am showing you all like figures of this all insect antenna, don't worry, that is called as a geniculate, example of ants, honeybees, isn't it, that having the geniculate type of antenna. Now lamellate.
Sir,
Yes,
can you explain geniculate again?
someone talking, yeah.
Sir, can you explain geniculate?
Geniculate type of antenna means elbow shape. Okay, so here you know where this insect antenna having the three parts: scape, pedicel, and flagellum. Okay, then first part is a basal segment is a scape. In this geniculate type of antenna, basal segment is elongated, large one, not small one, elongated. Okay, and then from pedicel, which is an important one in case of geniculate, there is actually to form a blend, that is a blend in elbow, that is forming a elbow or blend from this pedicel, and then remaining flagellum which is act into a arm like structure, arm, isn't it, that is a geniculate. You can just to remember it is a blend in shape from the pedicel and which is a remaining segment of flagellum which is a arm shape. Okay, arm like structure, that is geniculate. Okay, now the lamellate, in lamellate type of antenna known as plate like structure, lamellate that is called as a plate like structure. Here how terminal segment of insect antennae, here I am showing you. This is one rhinoceros beetle. This is the rhinoceros beetle. Okay, where is the antenna? This part. This is one antenna. आपको दिख रहा है जो मैं पॉइंट आउट कर रहा हूं वहां पे?
Yes, sir.
हाँ. Suppose in case if you are that college in offline, so definitely I am showing this all that specimen in our entomology lab. But unfortunately, due to this bad situation of this COVID, so it's not possible. But I am trying to give this best to all that at least to observe this insect. Okay, so here this is the antenna. Okay, what I am said, this known as a called as lamelate. The terminal segment, this is one the terminal, this one terminal segment at the tip is enlarged on one side. इसका टिप है enlarge होता है on one side इस प्रकार. Okay, and of this antenna, of this lamellar type of antenna, which to form flat plate, which form flat plate like structure known as lamellar type of antenna. इसमें क्या होता है, जो उसका लास्ट पार्ट है इंसेक्ट एंटीना का जो टिप है वो एनलार्ज होता है ऑन वन साइड एंड टू फॉर्म ए फ्लैट प्लेट लाइक स्ट्रक्चर. एग्जांपल ऑफ राइनोसरस बीटल, dung roller, chaffer beetle, where this lamellar type of antenna present. Okay, so this is the 10th type of insect antenna. Now 11. So it's not possible to give the example of or this picture, but to you can just to check on that net flabelet. The example is this stylopids, and this flabelet, the type of antenna are the same like in case of those antennae that lamelate, because of here also this antenna there is the fan like appearance. फैन लाइक एप्रेंस, यहाँ पे आपको दिखेगा फ्लैबेलेट, ये देखिए फैन लाइक एप्रेंस, यहाँ पे सेम लाइक लैमिलेट, लैमिलेट ही है but it is enlarged at one at the tip of one side, but it is a one or two plates, but here many number of tip that act as a plate like and which is a fan like appearance. Okay, that is a flabelet. An example of this fan like appearance example is stylopids insect. In insect flabelet, stylopids, here I am showing mentioned flabelet, and lamelate, that is a dung roller, isn't it? Now this plumose type of antenna, plumose. So always remember plumose, everyone know about the male mosquito. In male mosquito there is plumose type of antenna were present, where is the each joints of this antenna of male mosquito there is the feather like structure. Feather, everyone know about the feather, where whirl of hairs arises from each joint of antenna. Whirl of antenna, that is called as a dense hair. Brush like, whirl like, with the dense hair on each joint of male mosquito. Example is male mosquito, and type of antenna is a plumose, isn't it? And where is the numerous and cover entire surface and giving appearance like a feather of plumose type of antenna. Now pillows means what? There is the whirl like also, and only bases of each segment. इसके बारे में dense hair नहीं है जो female mosquito में, dense hair नहीं, very sparsely hairs that present at the base of antenna which act as a pillows, and only this the basis of each segment is gives a hair, that is a sparse hair. That example is female mosquito. Okay, here I am showing you plumose, each joint. Okay, and pillows not given. Sorry. Okay, so but try to remember at the base of that pillows there is the sparsely hairs present, but in case of this plumose there is a dense hair. Aristate type of antenna means what? Antenna are three segmented. Antenna are three segmented only. The upper side of antenna, the third segment enlarged, and it bears a conspicuous arista, bristol-like structure. That is called as the arista. Look at this picture. That arista, three segmented, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is the aristate type of antenna. So what I am talking, three segmented, and upper side of this third segment of enlarge. Okay, and bears and to form conspicuous dorsal bristle-like structure. This is called as the bristle or hair. That is called as the arista. इसको arista बोलते हैं. इसको एरिस्टा. That's way example of is aristed type of antenna is housefly. That is a bristol-like or aristed type of antenna, which is the comes under in housefly type of insect. Now, lastly, stylet, the antenna with a style like. Antenna with a style like. आपको मालूम है रॉबर फ्लाई. एग्जाम्पल रॉबर फ्लाई. आपको सबको मालूम है जो भी चोर है रॉबरी करता है वो स्टाइल स्टाइल लगा के वो चोरी करता है. हाउ टू रिमेम्बर दिस इंसेक्ट नेम इन केस ऑफ द स्टाइलेट? बिकॉज व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड एज ए स्टाइलेट? लुक एट दिस पिक्चर. दिस स्टाइलेट एंटीना आल्सो 3 segmented. 1 2 दिस वन. आपको दिख रहा है जो मैं मार्क कर रहा हूं? 1 2 3. नॉट फोर्थ वन. ये फोर्थ वन नहीं. यहाँ पे देखो पूरा ओपन है. ये देखिए यहाँ पे ओपन है. सो इट इज अ 3 segmented and same like here also the Bristol arises from this arista, and here also stylet also there is the Bristol like structure present, but which is this Bristol like present on the dorsal side of arista, but here is stylet like the Bristol like structure present at the tip, यहाँ पे tip of this antenna, and which is called as the stylet. Actually stylet means style and which is unsegmented flagellum present in robber fly. ये unsegmented है. देखो हर एक इसमें सेगमेंटेशन है. देखिए मोनिल फॉर्म में बेडेड है, प्रोमिनेंट कंस्ट्रक्शन है. सिटेसिस में बेस बड़ा है, when later on it's decreases the size. जेनिकुलेट में देखो इसका स्केप लार्जर है, then blend from this pedicel, and then remaining are the arm like structure, that is the flagellum. प्लूमोस देखो हर एक पॉइंट पे डेंस हेयर है. पेक्टिनेट में देखो हर एक लैटरल साइड में इसमें कोम लाइक अपीयरेंस है. पेक्टिनेट. क्लाइवेट में देखो इसका क्लब्ड शेप यहाँ पे फॉर्म होता है, पर कैपिटेट में क्लब शेप होके भी लास्ट में ऐसे टिप फॉर्म होता है, नॉब फॉर्म होता है, दैट इज अ कैपिटेट. Okay, so student, this is our all types of insect antennae and its a modification. Actually this is our the third exercise of our syllabus, and which is also important for our theory also. Okay, so hope you understood this topic. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, now our the next important one, same like this antenna we learn. Now our the next one, that is called as insect legs. Okay, insect leg. This insect legs also our important topic, same like insect antenna, and which is same like structure we learned in case of this legs. Okay, so insect legs. So the insect legs, which is present on which part on insect body?
Thoracic region.
Huh?
Thoracic region.
On which parts where the formation of this insect legs? Yeah. Anyone?
Thorax region.
Which part is very important for insect legs? No one. On thoracic part. The thoracic part where the paired, like more or less cylindrical and one outgrowth on the thoracic segment, and which is jointed part of this insect legs, like the insect legs that having known as a or locomotory organ. Okay, and that having the several function also. Okay, and but this insect have modified accordingly. The insect क्या है? Accordingly modified है, same like insect antenna. Even also somewhere that insect legs are like hind legs organ, like pushing, even also for the two leaking or jumping, somewhere like a digging, like that a modification occur. Okay, so however, in certain immature insect like abdominal legs are present. कुछ इंसेक्ट में एब्डोमिनल लेग्स है इमेच्योर स्टेज में, जैसे कि हम लोग बोलते हैं कि लार्वा, लार्वा में इमेच्योर स्टेज है जो उसकी इसमें एब्डोमिनल लेग्स है. ओके, सो everyone know about the thoracic part, there is the presence of legs, but somewhere exceptionally in immature stage, जब उसका जो लार्वल स्टेज है उसके ऊपर है एब्डोमिनल लेग्स रहते, that is called as the prolegs, that is called as prolegs. So it is a primary organ for useful for the running, walking, and which is born or which is formed from the prothorax, mesothorax, and metathoracic region. Okay, so already I cleared you. However, in certain immature insect have only the abdominal legs. Okay, so this insect are legs. Insect legs are very important for the adaptation, for the migration, even for to locomotion and various activity purpose. So now let's see in the different articulation of legs. Okay, अब इसका articulation check करते हैं और learn करते हैं. So this component of this typical insect legs have 6 segment, generally 6 segment: coxa, this is the coxa, trochanter, femur, tibia, tarsus, and lastly pretarsus here. That is the 6 segment that present on this insect legs. Okay, on insect antenna, how many part?
3 parts.
3 parts.
Huh?
3 parts.
3 parts.
Cape, pedicel, and flagellum. On insect legs, there is the presence of
5 parts.
segment. Okay, coxa, trochanter, femur, tibia, tarsus, and lastly pretarsal region. This is one pretarsus. Here not mentioned, but remember pretarsus. Okay, so what is mean by coxa? अभी कोक्सा के बारे में लर्न करते हैं. This is one. This is basal part. Basal, small segment, and which is articulated with the body by means of where that the pleuron region. Pleuron means what? Pleuron means dorsal, sternum,
lateral side of body.
lateral side. Okay, lateral side known as pleuron. So which is, it is a basal small segment and which is articulated or which is jointed with the body by means of where that pleuron or where is the sclerite present, name of this pleurite. जहाँ पे pleuron है, there is the presence of on coxal, on the thorax region, there is one sclerite. The sclerite name is a pleurite. Pleuron, pleurites. Tergum, tergites. Sternum, sternite. These are the sclerite of this thoracic region, isn't it? So this first one part, that is a coxa, and where that is a coxa is a located. Understood? Okay, coxa complete. Now trochanter. This is the second part of trochanter. It is a second segment of legs. It is a second segment of legs followed by this coxa, and which is usually smaller. Which is usually smaller. Look this picture. Try to observe this whole figure. यहाँ पे देखिए, ये हो गया फर्स्ट पार्ट कोक्सा. जस्ट इसके फॉलोड यहाँ पे ट्रोकेंटर है. इन बिटवीन दिस फीमर एंड कोक्सा यहाँ पे है, यहाँ पे ट्रोकेंटर. ओके, ट्रोकेंटर इज ए स्मॉलर पार्ट देन कोक्सा एंड which is than the femur. Okay, small single segmented and present in between the coxa and femur. किसके बीच में है? कोक्सा और फीमर के बीच में रहने वाला एक स्मॉल पार्ट जो इंसेक्ट लेग्स का है, उसका नाम है ट्रोकेंटर. द नेम ऑफ ट्रोकेंटर, का नाम है ट्रोकेंटर. ओके, विच इज लूजली अटैच विद द कोक्सा. इसके बारे में मैं बता रहा हूं. विच इज लूजली attached to the coxa, but rigidly fixed with the femur. Rigidly fixed with the femur. Femur के साथ मात्र they highly connected है. Okay, so somewhere also talked as some different notes. It is also some insect also called as, it is a part of femur also. Okay, so remember this is the trochanter is over, that is the second part of or second segment of insect legs. Now femur. Femur means what? It is a third part. It is a third part of insect legs. Okay, and which is the smallest or largest? Look, this is the largest part of insect legs. देखिए largest part है. Okay, femur is a third part and largest segment of this legs, and which is having the important function with having the powerful muscle, which is powerful muscle of this antennae, of this legs, isn't it? So this lower end articulate with the tibia. इसका जो lower end है, ये articulation है, joint है with the tibial part. Okay, and which forming a knee joint. त्याला which is forming a knee joint, that is called as the femur, and which is well developed in the hind legs, forelegs, middle legs, and hind legs. Okay, these three types of legs present in insect, and this femur is highly well developed in not in middle. It is present in last posterior legs of the hind legs on insect body. Okay, that is the femur. Now tibia. What is tibia means what? It is a fourth part, that is which is a slender. This is a fourth part, that is fourth segment of insect legs, and which is oftenly equal, or we can say this exit to the length of femur is same, like a femur. Okay, that is called as a tibia, which is a slender equal to the length of femur of this tibia, and on the distal end of there is a pair of spine. इसके जो डिस्टल एंड है, जो बीच में और लास्ट में जो भी पार्ट है, यहाँ पे स्पाइन है, या क्या और क्या है इसका स्पाइन, that is spine, somewhere like a spurs also. Okay, spine, and we can call it as this tibial spur, याला tibial spur सुद्धा म्हणतात. Okay, and which is present on lateral side of this tibial part, which is present on lateral side of insect legs on this tibia. That is called as a spine-like structure. We can say in tibial spur, त्याला tibial spur म्हणतात, and which is present on the lateral side. Okay, so this tibia 4 segment. Okay, so that is a part of this insect legs. Now tarsus. Look, this is the fifth segment of insect legs, and which is the distal part of leg. Generally, these tarsus are 1 to 5 segmented. Generally, 1 ते 5 segment मध्ये असतो, which is varies in number in different insect, which is 1 to 5 segmented. Each segment is known as tarsomere. What is meant by tarsomere? The each segment, जहाँ पे 5 segment से बना हुआ है tarsus है, उसके each segment of tarsus called as tarsomere. What is meant by tarsomere? The each segment of this primitive insect tarsal part called as known as that tarsomere. Generally, it is a 1 to 5 segmented, and this usually this 5 to segmented of each segment known as tarsomere. Okay, so these segments do not move. This segment of this tarsus do not move independently. Okay, because having the some various, there is a presence on lower side, that is called as a pad-like structure. There is the present on this tarsus, there is a pad-like structure. Okay, so that known as this pad-like structure, planchuli. प्लॅन्चुली, त्याला प्लॅन्चुली म्हणतात. ओके, बिकॉज नॉट मूव इंडिपेंडेंटली, देर इज द सम हॅव्हिंग द 3 pairs of pad like structure that is known as a plantuli on lower side of this insect tarsal region on insect legs. Okay, now the lastly pretarsus. आता आपण pretarsus बद्दल बोलूया. So here I am showing you that's a someone that given masses. What is tibial spur? Okay, tibial spur. Okay, wait. Tibial spur means what? Here this is the whole portion of tibia. Okay, so here that presence of like इस प्रकार एक स्पाइन रहता है हर एक लेग्स के, इंसेक्ट लेग्स का पार्ट जो टीबिया है वहां पे स्पाइन लाइक स्ट्रक्चर है. स्पाइन काट्यासारखं, स्पाइन मीन्स एक लाइक काटा. दिस स्पाइन लाइक स्ट्रक्चर कॉल्ड एज टिबियल स्पर एंड विच इज प्रेजेंट ऑन लैटरल साइड, नॉट लोअर. इसके लोअर में नहीं, लैटरल जो लैटरल साइड है इसके इस साइड में जो टिबियल स्पर प्रेजेंट रहता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड. नाउ प्रीटार्सस, it is a terminal portion or 6 segment or last part of insect leg and which is possesses 2 sharp curved hooks. It is a 6-part terminal portion, okay, and which is possesses 2 sharp hook like portion known as claw. ये देखिए यहाँ पे claw है. Okay, so that is the pretarsus. In between the claws, there is a median lobe. There is a median lobe called as aroleum. यहाँ पे एक median lobe रहता है, which is called as that aroleum. Okay, in between the 2 claws, there is the presence of a median lobe called as aroleum. But in case of this different insect like Diptera, one day one student that was asked one very nice question about the Diptera of like legs or hands के बारे में पूछा था. Now clear your idea. So in case of Diptera, in case of the housefly, in between this aroleum there is the there is a 2 lobes. In medium there is a 2 lobes and these 2 lobes called as pulvilli. किसके बारे में बोल रहा हूं मैं? डिप्टेरा, जिसके इसमें हाउस फ्लाई एग्जाम्पल है. ये वाला हाउस फ्लाई के बारे में जो 2 लोब है उसको बोलते हैं पल्विलाई एंड विच इज लाइंग बिलो दी क्लॉज. इसके ऊपर के यहाँ पे पल्विलाई, दिस वन, दिस पल्विलाई, ओके, which is the 2 lobes, proline, median, bristle, impodium is also present. And these pulvilli, we are talking about the pulvilli or pulvillus, secrete sticky substance. Why? For the climb on glossy and steep surface. ये क्या करता है पल्विलाई? एक सिक्रेट करता है स्टिकी सब्सटेंस जिससे जो हाउस फ्लाई इजीली क्लाइंब होती है. दे कैन मूव ऑन स्टीप सरफेस, ऑन ग्लोसी सरफेस. आसावरी, इज देयर आसावरी?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir, I am there.
Now clear your idea.
Yes, sir.
You ask very nice question, sir. House fly that scraping the hands like to rub together. Why? In insect there is no hand. There is the presence of legs. And in case of housefly, there is the presence of pulvilli. That means that there is the presence of 2 pad-like structure. This one, okay, and this pulvilli that present in between the impodium, just below the claws, and these claws that or this pulvilli helpful in housefly to secrete sticky substance. Why? To climb, to move on the glossy and steep surface, isn't it? So you clear, and you all student, this is overall pretarsal region of this insect legs. Now let's see different types of legs. अब देखिए डिफरेंट टाइप्स लेग्स में सेम इंसेक्ट एंटीना भी डिफरेंट टाइप से, इसमें भी डिफरेंट टाइप से. फर्स्ट वन एम्बुलेटरी. Ambulate means to walk, that is called as the walking type of legs. Example, some beetles, some grasshopper that having the 3 pairs of legs, and these 3 pairs of legs are more or less similar in structure. इसके तीनों भी जो legs है similar नहीं होते. Okay, somewhere like same size, somewhere like the modified. Okay, in between, like in the length, equaling length, and which is are the adopted for the walking. That example is beetles and grasshopper. Cursorial, which is called as runner or called as running type of legs. Example, bristol beetle, even tiger beetle, even cockroaches, even ants that having cursorial, that is called as running type of leg, because of the legs are very elongated, thin and tubular, and which is helpful for to take speed and to run easily through these legs. Okay, that is called as a cursorial. Saltatorial means to jump, saltare, to jump. Okay, that to leap also. And this, in case of this grasshopper, there is the presence of powerful hind legs, and on hind legs that having the powerful part that is known as a femur. With the help of femur, the grasshopper easily to take jump, because of the femora of hind legs are greatly enlarged, that having the important powerful muscles where to give the help for the jumping in case of the grasshopper, crickets. Okay, so that the saltatorial. Now raptorial type of legs. That raptorial means what? To seize, to grasp. Okay, to seize, or to you can say the grasping legs. Okay, so that is the praying mantis. Here the raptorial type of legs, you can see easily direct these legs. Okay, so we can easily identify. Okay, now it's good to identify this. What is meant by raptorial here? This is called as a raptorial. Okay, so why it is called as the grasping and why it is called as the seizing? So look at this picture on the femur, and here that tibial part, there is presence of spine. Okay, so in between this insect, the praying mantis, so easily to grasp the another insect. हा काय करतो प्रेइंग मॅन्टिड्स दुसऱ्या इन्सेक्टला पकडण्यासाठी या रॅप्टोरियल टाइपच्या लेग्सचा यूज करतात, वापर करतात. व्हाय? टू कॅच, टू ग्रास्प, टू फीड ऑन अनदर इन्सेक्ट. But this raptorial type of legs only present praying mantis. Okay, to catching the prey, which is helpful or to modification for to catching the prey, where the coxa is are elongated and enable to spiny femur and tibia to snap against each other, between in which the insect caught or to grasp, and for the devouring means for the feeding, that is called as a raptorial. Okay, now scansorial, where is scansorial? No, sorry, not here, but remember scansorial means what? Okay, now firstly we see the fossorial means what? So here the insect that having the digging type of legs. Digging means to dig the soil. Mole cricket, rhinoceros beetle that having the digging type of legs. Here fossorial. Look at this picture, digging type. Okay, so on the four legs of this insect, that's mole cricket, that are modified for the purpose of digging, and that there is the tibia broad, जहाँ पे इसका tibia broad रहता है. Okay, and where this highly sclerotized rack leg, structure, यहाँ पे rack leg structure जहाँ पे form होता है, that is helpful for or used for fossorial. That is example is fossorial type of legs. Okay. Now the next one, that natatorial. Natatorial means to swim. Example of water beetle, water bugs, that is called as swimming type of legs. This is one swimming type of legs. How swimming type of legs is a water bugs and water beetle of insect. The legs are flattened. Legs are flattened. These legs are flattened and develop numerous number of long hairy like structure on both sides of legs. देखिए यहाँ पे hairy structure है जो useful है for the easily to swim. That is called as the swimming type of legs. Called as swimming type of legs. Now basket type of legs in case of that called as prehensile legs. Dragonfly insect that having the basket type of legs to devour the prey. Okay, like a basket like structure that present in case of this dragonfly. So this basket to the easily the dragonfly to catch the prey through this dragonfly. Sticking legs, already we learned that housefly that having this pulvili on pretarsus to move on the glossy and stiff surface, and which pulvili to secrete the sticky substance, that is called as a sticking legs in case of the housefly. Forageal insect that having the corbicula. Insect that having in case of honeybees there is the corbicula, and this corbicula which is helpful to collect the pollen in case of worker honeybee. जे काही कामकरी मधमाशी आहे त्यांच्यामध्ये कॉर्बिक्युला नावाचं एक ऑर्गन आहे, त्या कॉर्बिक्युलालाच म्हणतात फोरेजियल लेग्स. अँड दिस कॉर्बिक्युलेट आर कॉल्ड एज अ पोलन कलेक्टिंग. वी कॅन से, तुम्ही याला म्हणू शकता पोलन कलेक्टिंग लेग्स सुद्धा म्हणू शकता. ओके, सो दे आर द हाइंड लेग्स, जहां पे उसका हाइंड लेग्स है which are modified to form, to gather and to carry the pollen, to gather and carrying the pollen through this hind leg, and which is the pollen where collected, and this there is the presence of hairs on the tarsal region, जहाँ पे honeybees के hind legs पे last pair of antenna पर last pair of legs, last pair of hind legs है, इसके ऊपर hairs है, जो hairs there is the responsible to collect this pollens and stored in pollen basket. उसके अंदर एक pollen basket रहती है, that is called as the corbicula, and this pollen basket that helpful to collection the pollen and which is present in honeybees. Dear all, this is overall this our type of legs, and hope you enjoyed today's lecture. That some are the different interesting part that we learned in this entomology subject, and that having the different modification of different insect. Look at this picture of this cockroach. Okay, long elongate legs which is helpful for the cursorial running. This is one that spreading of this not hand, it's a legs, asavari, it's a legs, and these legs are the digging type, that is called as this digging type, that is the rack like structure on tarsal region, and to helpful for the forelegs are modified to dig the soil in case of the mole cricket, rhinoceros beetle that having the fossorial type. Look at this water beetle, water bug that having the hair structure on that side of this flattened leg, and this hairs on that each leg that is helpful for the to swimming, known as natatorial type of legs. Now look at this here, grasshopper that having the powerful third legs, that muscles that on the hind leg which is helpful for to jump. Okay, example of this grasshopper. Look at this third picture, last picture of praying mantis, the example of praying mantis that having the raptorial type of legs, that having the each femur and tibial, that having the spiny structure in between, they can catch or grasp the prey and to feed through the mouth by this catch the insect for the devouring. And this is the praying mantis picture where helpful for this catching. So student, this is overall the modification of different insect. Yes, 68 you message, but cursorial legs Cursorial legs means running, na? Here, that's just I am showing you cursorial running. Cursorial means digging, natatorial means swimming, and saltatorial means jumping, and praying mantis is a raptorial. Okay? Are you understand this? Are you understood this whole lecture of today's two topic, insect legs and the insect antennae?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you enjoyed today's lecture?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you all that I hope you understood this whole lecture. This is two topics of this insect morphology point of view. So you read out this given notes. Okay, suppose in case you have any doubt, just to message me on my personal mobile. Okay, so thank you very much. If anyone have doubt, let's be clear. No? Yeah?
No, sir.
Yes? Okay, then thank you very much.
Sir,
Ah,
do some insects have the property of regeneration?
yes, speak loudly.
Sir, do insect have the property of regeneration?
Insect have the regeneration. Yes. We will learn in another topic in dominance of class insecta.
Hmm.
Okay, we have one topic in our syllabus.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
okay. Anyone again? Another one? Okay, then thank you very much. So I am taking on your attendance. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.